is instrumental to the Trails program at the University of Utah and at the Craig T. Neilsen Rehab Center. And really the amazing thing about the Trails program is come on up. the Trails program really looks at every individual patient and their unique needs and how they can still recreate and get into the activities that brought them joy and passion before their diagnosis. And yeah, he's going to tell us about that. Thanks.
Thank you.
Is that on? If not.
Hello. Okay. We're just waiting for the presentation to come up. I'm here entirely to advocate for fun. Is anyone interested in fun? Okay, that's good. Okay, sounds good. I think I'll just tell you my story. I'm Jeff Rosenbluth. Again, I work at the Craig H. Neilsen Rehabilitation Hospital. It's just in front of the Huntsman Hospital up there. And I primarily work with spinal cord injury. And really, our hospital has focused a lot on very complex impairments. And that's really been my special area. Yeah, gotta hold it right in. Okay, thank you. So my special area has been. Okay.
Can we use the wired mics? Here, we're just going to go with a hardwired mic.
Okay.
It's number 7.
And your slides will be right there.
Okay. So, and by working with spinal cord injury, particularly high-level injuries and folks on ventilators as well, you learn a lot, because if you can create equipment and programs and products for people that are that complex, it really, you can do for anyone. And certainly if you've lost your use of all of your limbs, or you have weakness with muscular dystrophy or one of the rare neurologic disorders, or if you've lost 3 limbs or 4 limbs, you end up needing the same types of approach and the same equipment and the same folks to make sure that you can do all of this safely. So, oh yes, it's coming. Okay. Just press play there and full screen, and we're ready. Okay. And do you want me to, can I advance slides or?
Right there on the chair.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Okay, sorry for the delay, but you've got the introduction. This is the Neilsen Hospital. It was just opened a couple of years ago, and it primarily exists because of the work I think we've done in this area of really trying to bring independence and control back for folks that have lost that opportunity. Beautiful hospital, doesn't look like a hospital at all. We wanted to have a whole different approach to medicine and what medicine and recovery looks like. And our program, our recreation program, is called Trails. Everyone has their fancy little acronym. This is ours, but we really are thinking of the whole gestalt of what it takes to get out there, what it takes to be independent, what it takes to really enjoy life. I love visions. I love different visions. I used to have the Tesla vision up here, but Tesla's having some issues right now, so I went with REI. But REI sells a lot of cool stuff, kind of expensive stuff, but they really would like to awaken this lifelong love for the outdoors for all of us. And in the same scope for Trails in our program, we provide recreation opportunities for sure, but we are really interested in a global approach of really breaking down these barriers for access for people with any type of complex injury, illness, or condition. So, and this makes me super mad, okay? What is happening here? We've done a good job with ADA 1.0 and getting people onto curbs and into buildings and back to work, but when it comes to everything else, it's still interesting out there. So this is a wheelchair accessible ramp, and it makes it to the water about 1 day a year when the water is at the ramp, right? And so, oh man, that makes me mad. Or all over the country, if you want to get in the water, there are some really interesting ways to do it, and they've created some nice things to get into your kayak and get into the water. But if you have a significant disability, the type of kayak you use has outriggers, so it has balance, and so you can't use the accessible access. And so it's just really still strange out there. If you're Doppelmayr, who makes all the chairlifts in the world, is anyone a skier here who likes skiing? Like, yep, there are a few people here. So this is Doppelmayer's new lift all over the world, which can't get any of our adaptive equipment off of the chairs. You know, this is 2025. So this is still where we're at. And also with recreation, and many of you have participated or have loved ones that maybe have participated before and gotten out there a little bit. And if you have a very significant complex physical impairment, and you're weak, this is how you're going to ski. In Europe, this is how you're going to ski in the world. And what's interesting about this is, do you see those little bindings on the back of the ski? You actually have an instructor that's on your same pair of skis skiing with you. Okay. Not much of an independent activity. I mean, this is really a ride. This is like a roller coaster. This is something that you might want to do once or twice, but it has zero independence. And this is state of the art. I actually learned how to teach adaptive skiing in 1986. It hasn't changed since 1986 until some of the work that's happening here at the university, which I'll share with you. You might also have someone on their own skis that hangs on to you, takes you also for a ride. Maybe you can move your head or your shoulders one way or another. A lot of times, some of our kids, too, will go out on a ski like this where someone is controlling their turns and their speed entirely dependently. So if you have a really complex injury and you're on a ventilator, you might get duct taped to a ski. And then they'll duct tape your ventilator to you. That's super exciting. Yeah. That's the way it used to be. This is the way it is now. So this is some equipment that we've built and innovated at the University of Utah. So something that's as comfortable as the type of equipment that you might be in regularly, your power wheelchair. And we've added some electronics. We've added an ability to use the skis electronically. And I think the analogy I use a lot is I have yet to meet someone in a power wheelchair who's independent in the power wheelchair who'd rather be pushed in their manual wheelchair. And we're applying a lot of the electronics and technology to sports. And so this can be controlled with a joystick. We can really secure someone's trunk, and even if they have head instability, we can control the head. We can even use the mouth and breath control to do really, really complex things. This is one of my patients, Bree. So this is 3 weeks after she had a high spinal cord injury, and she's still on a ventilator. And she is in our mobility garage really playing with this equipment, really just after her injury. And we have people in our equipment. There's no duct tape here at all, although it was red duct tape representing the U. That was cool. But we have people in equipment that are super comfortable and making it really, really, some people also might not enjoy the cold very much. We're heating folks as well, providing real comfort. And this is Bree a year after she was injured. This is at Powder Mountain. The person in the back is there as an emergency brake and actually cannot really turn or control the ski. So this is someone with no movement except their head and their neck who's really controlling and skiing independently at Powder Mountain on a ventilator. So, and again, today I'm giving you the most complex example. Anything down from that we can do. Anyone can do any of these sports and have fun and do it independently. So this is Brian. Brian has muscular dystrophy, and he is skiing with us also at Powder Mountain, ripping turns. He's 8 years old, and his dad's on that snowboard in the back, and I think he falls in a minute here. Yep. And he couldn't really keep up with us, so we just went on our business and saw him at lunch. This is Levi. How old is Levi? 4. He's 4. That was a great guess. Yeah, Levi's 4. And Levi did a lot of work with us, and we've created entire 6-axis physical simulators so people can actually practice the sport before they go out. Levi had skied in his dad's backpack a little bit, so I think he got the feel for it. But this is Levi's first day skiing, all beautiful, round, perfect turns, and the only thing he said to me all day was jump. So we jumped, yeah. So really cool. Again, the person in the back is just trying to follow along and make sure there's no danger. We wouldn't want something to happen, but it's all independent. And we're getting a little crazy now, too. We're taking little electrodes, little electronic nodes there, and we're putting them on muscles that people can still use or can use reliably. We're putting them anywhere on the body, hence kind of this term, control everything with anything. And we're starting to do some really unique things, too. too. So we have some kids, for instance, maybe with CP, who have a right first toe. That's their best muscle. And that's the muscle maybe we can use to control these complex products. So in this case, our researcher can lift up just their right foot and then shrug their left shoulder. And we're wirelessly controlling the ski that you saw earlier. This is Ross, our engineer, and we put a couple of those electrodes on his biceps, and he's just kind of flexing his bicep a little bit, no resistance really. And this is Ross's first run. This is at Brighton, wirelessly controlling the ski through just a trace of activity in a muscle. And we can put those electrodes anywhere and take any muscle and put this into useful, complex tasks like this too. And same thing with any sport. And this is what we're doing. We're just tackling every single activity that people want to do, whether it's boating. And this is Becca, another one of my patients who has a very high spinal cord injury on a ventilator, and she's an independent sailor. And you remember, who is this from earlier? Does everyone remember her name? Bree? She was the one that you saw who was skiing in the garage 3 weeks after injury. This is Bree and her kids. And so Bree goes out and skis with her family all the time now. Sails with her family all the time. And everything else that's out there, we're going for it. So whether it's a modified cross-country ski, and this is still just a prototype, we already have permission from all the cross-country ski areas to actually do a power assist cross-country skiing experience. Whether it's an off-road cycle and you do not have enough upper extremity strength to brake or to steer, we're going to modify that as well. And then this just happens to be on the snow as well. But we'll be able to go on any trail, make any trail accessible for any type of disability for sure. And this gets crazy. So you may have seen some of these new surfboard e-foil devices too. You're seeing it in a standing position, but we're modifying one right now to be in a seated position as well. So starting to tackle land, sea, air, dirt, whatever people want to do. And this equipment now, this is just at a little old University of Utah, and our little garage is all over the world now. So in France and Switzerland and Canada, Sweden, and on the East Coast and West Coast too. So some of you folks are from out of state too, right? From all over the area. So some of this equipment is in your states as well, and I'm really happy at the end I'll show you a QR code that you can grab and get in touch with us. We really enjoy working also with neurology. When people are coming down for their appointments, infusions, regular appointments, we are really happy to schedule you for your adaptive sports experience during the same time that you might have an appointment with one of your neurologists. So we'll work around that schedule, and it's been really an exciting experience to come down and do the medical part and do this part as well and get set up the right way. And also, when you get people now working hard and enjoying sports at the grassroots level, eventually people want to race and they want to compete. And we're in our 4th year of competing at a really high level with an international race that we hold at Powder Mountain every year. And I'm going to show you a little glimpse of what that looks like. There's some sound here too. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. There's only one sport in the Paralympics for someone with a complex disability. Do you know what it is? No one? No one? No one. Oh, this is great. It's called bocce ball. Have you seen it? As a kid, maybe with bowling, you would have the ramp, for the bowling ball, right? Remember that? So this is a little bit like a ramp, and there's a ball, and you release all the athlete does is releases the ball with their mouth down the ramp, and then it's kind of like a shuffleboard type of thing. And so that's really the only thing that's out there. But what's happening in Utah in 2034? The Olympics, yeah. So we really strongly believe that the equipment is mature enough and our athletes are mature enough that we are creating a roadmap to be in the games in 34 here in Utah with some of this equipment. So anyone can do this. Anyone can be an Olympic athlete. We're happy to sort of take you on that journey with us. And so Salt Lake 2034, control everything with anything. So if you're interested, we'll share more. It's time to bring out your phones and make sure you capture this. We're pretty good at answering any questions, comments, help you set up any appointments. We really do. If you give us enough notice about your appointments that are down here with your neurology team, we will schedule around that. We don't care what insurance you have. Everything we do is free. We just raise money to do this. If you have a family member that wants to come along, well, again, it'll be all free. We really like families to do all of this together and enjoy these sports and activities together. So, 39 seconds. That was pretty good. Nailed it. So let me just stop real quick in case there's any questions. But just to give you an example of kind of what we're doing and that there's really no excuse to not have fun. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us to share that exciting work. And Dr. Rosenbluth just got back from vacation like last night, this morning, to join us. So very grateful for that. We can do one quick question. We have to stay on time.
How do you raise funding? Where do you get your funding from? How can we help get you funding?
Yeah, that's great. We do all the traditional nonprofit funding, so we're looking at foundations and private funding as well. We have had some great luck because we are looking at complex and rare disorders too, working with actually some of the biotech companies too and pharmacological companies too. We've had some really nice work with Novartis as well. And I think there's other companies that are working on medications too that might want to support this as well. Because we do, if we're going to keep it for free, and we do need to do that, these are all very expensive things to do. We don't want everyone in the world to have to buy one of these. We'd like to just build them and put them out there and just level the playing field across the board. So we would love to have help with that effort too. Thank you.